The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the South Florida Live Show. Woo! On solo tonight. My great co-host, Jeffrey Brown, has abandoned me already. But that's fine. I know you guys are on. I'm glad that you're here. Come on in, tag somebody, invite somebody else to join the show. Yay! I see my friend Tori Black is on. You guys come on in. On Facebook Live and on YouTube. We're glad that you're here. We have some good, hot, juicy topics tonight. So feel free to tag and share and let people know that we're on. Yay. I did a post on my Facebook this evening. So those of you who saw it, I see the first one, Mamie Goodenly typed in, Lisa, I'm here. Tori, type in, Lisa, I'm here. The first 10 people who type in, Lisa, I'm here, you're going to get a great gift. So type in Lisa, I'm here, and I'm going to put, okay, Amber, I see you. I'm going to put my info. Okay, Deidre. Yay, come on in, come on in. She said, Lisa Rogers Cherry, I'm here. She making sure that she has all the names. That's my sister. That's how we roll. So I see you. So that's 1, 2, 3. Come on. Lisa Rogers Cherry, I'm here. Let's see who's on. I have to go check also Facebook Live. So the first 10, you all are going to get a gift, a nice, good gift. So come on in, tag and share. I'm glad that you're here with me. Since I'm going solo tonight, and in 2 minutes, when we let a few more people come in, I'm going to share my tips from Financial Tip Friday, not from last week, but the week before, because we weren't on live because of the DNC, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the importance. My tips were all about voting. We're going to talk about the importance of voting. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you take 10 people to the polls. Make sure you call your family and friends. It's crucial. It's important. This one matters. People say all the time, oh, my vote doesn't count. Yes, it does. And we're going to talk about why. So come on in, tag somebody, share. We're going live, and we are live. So we want everybody to come on. And I'm glad you're here with us this evening. It's been raining hard all day here in sunny South Florida, normally sunny South Florida, but it stopped raining. So here I am, and we're going to talk in just a minute about my Financial Tip Friday last 2 weeks ago about the voting, why it's important to vote. My Financial Tip Fridays were all about voting and why your vote matters. Okay, so now, all right, that's enough time. Come on in, invite, tag, share, as Jeff would always say. Jeff is traveling on the road, literally on the road. So we're going to give him a pass tonight because I was on the road a few weeks before that. So we're going to go solo. And my financial tips were all about voting. Number 1, why is it important? Because your vote matters. Don't let people tell you it doesn't matter, because it does. I've seen elections that were won and lost only a few votes. People have appealed and had recounts done. Your vote matters. Please, 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 ma'am, please, sir, make sure you get out and vote and tell somebody to vote. So vote. I see you, Teresa. Thank you for coming on. Your vote matters. Number 2, vote because soldiers, civil rights activists, and others have risked, and some have even lost their lives for the right to vote. We work hard for the right to vote. We blood, sweat, and tears were shed for the right to vote. So please, please, please make sure that you vote. Number 3, vote to protect yourself, your body, your health, your civil rights, and your family. It's crucial, especially in this election coming up, to make sure that you vote, 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 vote. Number 4, vote to have a say in how your tax dollars are spent. It's important. Even the general election, the primary election, every election. Shayla Cherry, I see you. It says, I'm here. You're supposed to say, Lisa, I'm here. I guess you'll say, Mom, I'm here. But I see you're here. That'll count. Next, number 5, vote for the sake of future generations. The people who we elect will have tremendous impact on our future. Your vote counts. So please, ma'am, please, sir, make sure that you do what you need to do to vote. So I'm screenshotting the people who are on here so that I can make sure that you get your gift. Thank you for joining us. Any questions, any comments about voting? It's important, it's crucial, especially in this election. Did you all watch the DNC convention? It was excellent. I think it was one of the most exciting, most electrifying conventions that I've ever seen. I remember the one when now President Barack Obama was being nominated. That was an exciting one, but this one I think was the most electrifying one. I see Deidre says your vote is your voice. It's true. If you don't vote, you can't complain. Don't say nothing. Just zip it up. If you don't vote, don't say anything. Rose Reader says she watched it. What'd you think about it, Rose? Did you enjoy it? I think it was the most electrifying one that we've seen so far. I think more people commented, more people participated. I think more people tuned in, people from across the country, the continent, the world, everybody was watching. It's been an exciting summer. At first we had the Olympics to watch and then the DNC. It's been fabulous. It's been exciting. I hope that you all tuned in. Who did you all like as a speaker? Who was your favorite speaker? I enjoyed, I think the most, Michelle Obama. I mean, she was amazing. She's fantastic. She has some kind of magnetism that just makes you say, go, Michelle, go. She electrified the audience and I enjoyed her. I think she was one of my favorites. There were a lot of good speakers. I mean, almost too many because they kept going and going and going. That first night I tried to stay up with former President Biden and it was just like, wow. Oh, hello, Ain't Sweet, I see you. Thank you for joining us. It went so late that the next night they started earlier so that people would come on and they participate and everything. Hey, look at our host. He made it.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello.
Good to see you.
Yes, I made it. Go ahead, continue. Yeah, Michelle.
Did you hear me talking about the DNC?
Michelle was the bomb. I'm like President Obama. Yeah, it takes a sucker to go behind her. It takes a fool to go behind her.
You know how some people are great dynamic speakers at church and they get up there and they drop the mic and then you have to go after them. You're like, mm-mm.
No, I don't want to do that. Don't even put that mic close to me. Don't even do it. Yeah, I see your mom. Good and lead. Miss Mom said that D.L. Hughley was great.
He was.
I say I agree with that because me and Mother was talking about that. But anyway, hi y'all. I just jumped in, didn't even speak. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I was on the road. I'm back. I'm here. Hey, so yeah, because he showed me that he was a real man. In front of the nation, in front of the world, he apologized.
He did what most men would not do.
Yeah. he apologized. He didn't do it behind the scene. He did it out front. So yeah, he won me. I've always liked DL because he really speaks out on the political and what's going on in the world and just life period. But he got me with that, because for a man to
huge.
come out in front of everybody to admit that, you know, I had it wrong, I looked at it wrong, but I got it right now, and I apologize. So
right. So kudos to DL Hughley. You all shout out DL Hughley, and hopefully DL will see this, and he'll
yeah.
I'm very proud of him for doing that, because initially he had come out and said that Kamala Harris was horrible and she had done this and she had done that, and I mean, he slammed her good about she put people in prison, you know, just all the negative things.
Put all these black guys in prison, and
yes,
but most of those black guys she put in prison, she didn't put them in prison because they had a little minor bunch of weed. These guys were actually hardcore criminals that was killing folks and didn't think twice about it, and was doing some things. I mean, I'm talking about cartel, drug law, I mean, gangs and all that. So, you know, so that
was huge for him to come back and apologize. He said he slammed her in public, so he wanted to apologize in public, and that takes a man. You know, that was good.
Yeah, he got me with that. Yeah, he got me with that. But the thing that I pulled away from it, I don't know about anybody else, was the message that everyone had, and it was 4 things that I kept hearing. And they flipped the script on the Republicans on this convention, because this is one of the greatest conventions ever. I heard you say that, and I agree. They spoke about patriotism, hope, freedom, and what was the other one? Hope, freedom, and God, Jesus, right there on my tongue. Hope, freedom, patriotism, and it was love. So unity. That was it. Unity. Yeah, unity. That was it. So it was strong.
Another wonderful speaker I see Deidre mentioned was Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
That's my Sarah. Oh my God. She is bad.
Yeah. She's now the co-chair.
Is she?
Yes.
Wow.
After that speech, after what she did, how she laid it down, she's now the co-chair for the national. Yeah. So
she is not afraid to speak her mind. She's amazing.
But she does it in a way where it's elegant and educated. And Michelle said it. He's threatened by those type of people. He's threatened by those that are intelligent and well educated. Black.
Did you notice how many women were empowered during this DNC? I mean, they shine the light on some men, but the women were just bad boss, just doing it.
Oh yeah.
A lot of sisters too.
Listen, it's no doubt about it that it's the year of the woman. It's the year of women. I'm just at that. I think her signature move was getting those billions of dollars for the homeowners, going against CEOs. A lot of the vice president Kamala Harris were encouraged to go against the higher. Yeah, that's it.
She does. She's not afraid, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Also, Hillary Clinton was amazing.
Yeah, she was. They all were. For some reason, this convention, she has literally elevated some folks that we didn't expect to be elevated to a level where they had to pick their game up because of Vice President Harris, because of her style, because of her standards. Everyone else seemed like they had to pick that up.
But did you notice also, Jeff, how many Republicans spoke this time?
I love it. That's why I say the unity. They
coming across the aisles,
because that's the sign of patriotism when you join in with the other party because of your concern of this country, your concern for this country, your concern for democracy. That's the sign of patriotism. Being a patriot, and it don't matter. Right is right. Regardless of the party. Regardless of the party, you should vote with right anyway.
I mean, we don't have much choice.
Yeah. And we get back to the women. Yeah, the women were off the chain. They were off the, but like you said, there was some men that were highlighted, but the sisters just elevated. And some brothers can't handle that. I said it last night on my podcast last night. I'm done with trying to talk to black men for Trump. I'm done with that. I'm not chasing that tail anymore. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But like I told this one guy, I said, man, y'all starting to show your male chauvinist card.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because you speaking against these women and saying women are not strong enough to run the country. So I told this one guy, I say, so that means your mother is not strong. That means you got a weak. No, my mother is strong. So when you start making comments like that, you got to remember you have a mother. You have, you know,
a
and your
sister,
mother
children, daughters. I mean, you want to elevate your kids if you have a daughter.
Yeah. So it was great. I enjoyed it.
People are still listening. Speaker Hakeem Jeffries. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I should have tuned in last night at 8:00. I played some clips last night. Oh my God. It was just about some of the speakers, all the speakers. And I played the one when Michelle said, who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him that job that he's seeking might be that black job? Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, roll call was the bomb. The
oh
roll
my
call
God.
set it off. Yeah.
I had a chill watching roll call. I mean, tears were literally falling down my face watching some of the people. I mean, one lady said she was 80 something years old and she didn't think she'd live to see it. And I mean, this is history.
Yeah.
My only regret is I didn't go myself.
Yeah. You're right, Mom. Oprah was great. I mean, for her to come out and literally speak as and clarify that she is an independent. She's listed as an independent, but she spoke to her other independent brothers and sisters and trying to encourage them. So, yeah, I agree. Now, I got this question. Everybody that's listening, also you, Lisa, you're gonna get into your tips and stuff. But
we're gonna talk finances too, but this is part of finances.
Yeah,
if you don't vote.
I asked Mother this question today, and it was she was like, that's interesting. My thing is, okay, we saw Spike Lee there. We saw Oprah there. DL was there, and we know why DL came. So Spike, Oprah, and it was some others. Would they have come? Would they have participated? Would they have been there if President Biden was still running? Would they have been there if he was still running? Remember, we still in the same fight. We still pushing for what we trying to push for. We're trying to, push for democracy and block this Project 2025 and that. Would they have came, or was their purpose of coming was only because of who's running now?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of them Arsenio Halls. Yeah. That's my thing. But I'm thankful that they were there.
Me too. And they showed up. They showed out. I think people are motivated. Young people are energized. I mean, some of the young people I know, they weren't interested in who was running and who was voting and voting at all. They were just like, we're going to sit this one out. But now the young people are even energized. So
yes. And that's the drive, though. That's really the drive, is to grab those young people, those 18 and that 20, 35 and younger. That 35 and younger, that's that crowd that they're really focused. That's why people were tripping about Meg Thee Stallion when she was at her rally. But I told the folks on one Wednesday, I said, y'all 50 and older, shut up. Leave that alone. That was not for you. I know y'all talking, making your comments. Oh, she was dancing. Oh, she this and the song she sung. Listen. That was
but she got the young people. She got the young people.
That was the whole purpose of her being there, for her to get the young people. You know how many people follow her?
A bazillion.
Right. So if she can get the young, those are the voters that don't vote.
I do sit-ups every day to try to get fit like Meg to get some more followers.
Yeah, those them a lot of sit-ups, boy.
Have you seen her abs?
Yeah, she's rock hard. She put in the work. I saw on the beat where that a number of young influencers from TikTok was guests to take the show to their viewers. Yeah, that's the target. That's the target.
And it's working.
It's working. It's working. That's why her poll numbers are what they are. Mm-hmm. Not only that they're voting, but they're volunteering.
But let me ask you this. Why do you think Beyonce and Taylor didn't come? Because everybody was saying they're coming.
It would have drawn too much. I think it would have drawn too much. It's no need for them to come.
Okay.
Because everybody know they're connected.
Yeah. I mean, they've said.
Yeah, they've said it out publicly. They're already connected. So really,
who they allow to use their music and who they don't allow to use their music.
Exactly. I mean, for Beyonce to say, "Hey, you have rights to my song." Not only did she say you have right to my song, she donated $4 million.
Right. And Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles donated.
Yeah, right.
Big time.
And yeah. Now I gotta say this. I know we were talking about speakers and whatever and whatnot. There's two that I think kind of set a tone when it comes to the sporting area. And that was Steve Kerr and Steph Curry.
Okay. And then I love Steph Curry. So
yeah, Steve Kerr to come to even though he did it by video or by virtual,
it was still effective.
Yeah, he was still there. And he spoke out and shared his, and for Steph to do it, that meant a lot. I might root for the Warriors now.
Yeah, right.
So not.
We'll watch. We ain't gonna root for him, but we'll watch.
We'll watch him, But yeah, I was really impressed with him stepping out, and he didn't worry about being the center ground like my boy LeBron. I just want him to have one tweet. I just want him to tweet once. That's all, just once. I was just waiting for. I don't know if he did during the DMC. I just wanted to see one tweet from him.
I don't know. I have to look it up and see.
I said I was going to search it, but I wanted to see at least one tweet from him. Just one.
We still have time.
But sport figure, yeah. Because my thing is, he tweeted the other day when A'ja Wilson went off, 40-something points in one game. He's tweeting, "Oh, my sister going off." You tweeted for that. So you're not tweeting during the DMC tells me you're trying to stay neutral.
Yep. I see my other sister, Jennifer Cornelius, has joined. Thank you for joining, Jennifer.
Oh, hey, Jen. All right. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you. Thank you for joining.
My auntie says that the Warriors are her other team.
Other team. Yeah. You better not let the Heat hear you say that too loud. You better not say that too loud.
We are Heat Miami loyal. So
now isn't she special though?
Did you see the D-Wade video?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Everybody
don't get a personal video greeting from Dwayne Wade.
That was big.
My mother, Sully Gooden Spencer.
She got it. I saw it.
Yeah.
My Aunt Mildred, one of their older sisters, she said, "Show it to me in black and white." I saw it. So that was real. That wasn't AI. That was real.
That was real. Yep, it was real. It was real.
So I'm really excited, Jeff, that the energy and the momentum has shifted. And I think we'll be able to help a lot of people who are running in this election, get people out to vote. People are supporting, people are paying, donating, who have never donated in their lives. And if they send me one more request to donate, I'm going to scream all day and all night. We'll match it. But some people haven't donated yet. So let's go.
Yeah. Now, Miss Rita, I'm not kicking LeBron about his outside what he does, but I just like to see some of those guys speak out a little more when it comes to that area. I'm not looking for them to be politicians or get in the politician, political arena, whatever, but they have a voice.
I see my friend Carmen Morris is on, and I saw Carmen was at the DNC with her son. I mean, she was front and center in the action. Carmen, congratulations to you and your son for being there. I saw the pictures and I enjoyed everyone. I pretended I was right there with you. So that's a big deal to us. Thank you for representing South Florida. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people. Bobby Henry that we saw.
It was
Osgood.
Yeah.
South Florida was well represented.
They represented.
Yeah. So they have all kinds of groups that are out there. I was laughing at some of the names of the groups that they were calling off that were in support of Kamala Harris. I'm like, I don't care what group, whatever they want to start, do it. Whoever wants to support, whoever has money to give, whoever has votes to give.
I take it.
We're all in. So
I'll take it.
Let's go.
But it is a shift. It's a wonderful thing. But like I said on last night, we have to continue to push it. And we got to continue. And I heard you say we have to continue, take at least 10 people. My duties every year is to make sure the seniors make it to the poll station. I used to when before our wonderful governor put a stop to it, I used to collect all the senior mail-in ballots, and I would take them and drop them off into the box. Now you can't do that, so I have to take them. So like I told somebody, I have an SUV now, so I have a bigger car.
So get in.
I can get in. Let's
go.
That's my duty, and I always say everybody has a job to play. Everybody can do something. Everybody can put some time in. That's that's something that I do on myself to make sure the senior saints get to the poll, or make sure their ballots are done correctly, and their mail-in ballots, make sure they're signed and did everything correctly.
And that's the big thing, because they will kick it out.
Exactly.
If it's not correct.
Sure sign the signature, match their normal signature and all that. They're being real technical with that stuff.
So that's good. I see Rose says, now the question is, what are you going to do? Everybody has to do something. I mean,
everybody has to do something.
If it's nothing but call 10 people in your family and say, hey, are you registered? Hey, are you going? Hey, do you need a ride?
We have to now keep the conversation going. After last week with the hype, we got to keep the hype going. We got to keep the noise so loud that it affects the Republican. They're thinking that it's going to die, that everything should die down within a few weeks. We can't allow that to happen.
Nope.
So we got to keep that conversation going. We got to keep it high. Some people post well. Some people write letters well. Some people do post as well.
Right.
Everybody have an area that they can play, that they can participate in this thing. So let's do it. We need to help everyone up.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure to call Lottie, Dottie, and everybody, in the words of Bishop Victor T. Curry. We need everybody to show up and be present.
Right. You're right, Ms. Rita. We need the Senate and we need to win the House back. We need to win that House back.
Yep. So when once
go ahead, say it.
Kamala wins, then she's going to need support.
Right. So, she's going to need somebody. She's going to need the House and the House and the Senate to be able to pass the things that she want to pass.
Right. She's saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but she needs their support to get it done.
Right. She needs it done. So, hey, y'all, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Woo! We got the energy going. Woo!
Yeah. So where are we at? Where are we at? What's your that's all your tips, or you got more tips?
No, that's all for the Financial Tip Friday. That was the 5 for Financial Tip Friday.
Okay.
It was Your Vote Matters. Vote because soldiers, civil rights leaders, and others have risked and some have lost their lives. Number 3 was vote to protect yourself, your body, your health, and civil rights. That's crucial. I don't know if you've read that Project 2025. I haven't read the whole thing, but I've read through the outline. Oh my goodness.
Yes. It is so much. It is so much on that thing that's in danger. You're talking education. You're talking Social Security. You're talking medication. It's a whole lot of stuff.
It touches on almost every category.
Right. And the scary part about it, and this is what I've been I've been talking about this 2020 Project 2025 since February.
Okay.
And people were like, who? Project what? Even my hosts on Wednesday, they didn't know what it consists of.
It's scary.
Yeah, but it's serious. Now everybody know what's going on, and we need to take your time, because I took a couple of sheets, because not only is it scary, but they are so advanced in they're preparing for that next candidate already. If we were to ask the question after Vice President Harris, who's next?
We just found out about her. So
that's what I'm saying.
We're not that far ahead.
Who's next? Who is next? But they are that far.
Yeah.
The Republicans are already preparing their next.
Well, we're going to win this one, so they can worry about their next, because we're going to win.
We need to also begin worrying about our next too. But that's the only thing I'll give them their props for. That they are always trying to make progress. They're always ahead of us a few steps. So we got to make sure that it's scary. That's a scary thing. It's a dictator. It's a blueprint for a straight up dictator.
One of my friends told me the other day, who is my sorority sister, a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, told me AKA or KKK. And I was like, AKA all day. We're going with AKA this time.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
And these people are serious.
Right. It is scary.
And some of the things that they say, Rose just commented about JD Vance. Oh my God.
But you know what the funny part about this is? Every time Trump's VP pick his running mate, he has 2 running mates now, right?
No.
You didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
He openly said it the other day when Kennedy decided he was going to suspend his campaign and endorse him. He said, "I'm so excited and can't wait to run this campaign with my running partner." What? Yes. So I'm like, JD Vance, did you hear what he just said? he basically just told you, bro, you out the game.
Yeah.
You are out the game, bro. You are out the game. You are totally out the game. I got a new running mate.
That's sad though.
Yeah.
And did you see that RFK's family came out and said
they ripped him?
They are not connected to him.
On the readout, they had his sister on there, and she ripped him. She tore him apart on the readout.
You may not get support from a lot of people, but usually you get some family support.
None.
His family's like
none. He's an embarrassment. That's the word she used.
Wow.
She used, he is an embarrassment to our family, to my dad. That's what she said. He is an embarrassment to our father.
That's sad.
And the sad part, he carries his dad's name.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a joker for hire, man. He's just, and I pointed this out. All 3 of them have similarities. And the similarity are they claim to have money. Well, 2 of them have money. Now the other one claim to have money. Trump claimed he has money. But they all are people that want to be in power. All 3 of them. Kennedy want to be in power because he tried to make a deal with Vice President Harris.
I heard
that he would support her if she promised him a cabinet.
Space in her cabinet. She said, "No, thank you."
Right.
I get it. I understand.
Right. Right. So we got to vote, y'all. We got to vote. We got to tell everybody. We got to get everybody involved. Especially he called. Yeah, we got to get everybody involved. Got to make sure we. I'm just, my drive is the seniors. My senior saints, my senior citizens, make sure that they get there and they do everything right.
And they're excited to vote. So
Yeah,
Let's make
always.
sure to
Because
help
they
them.
know that's that, and they take it literally as that's their duty.
They understand that
Right.
the one that I said, because soldiers, civil rights leaders, they were there. They
Right.
remember
Right.
what a struggle it was to be able to vote. So it means
Right.
something to them. So we got to make sure that everybody does their part to make this election happen, that we participate fully and go vote.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right. What you got for us this evening?
I have 10 common financial worries that people often face. These are the 10 of the most common financial worries that people face. Number one, you know what it is? Debt.
Debt.
People worry about paying off their debt, their credit cards, student loans, and mortgages. Number two, retirement savings. They're fearful of not having enough money saved to retire comfortably and possibly outliving their savings. That's a big fear. A spouse dies, there's not enough insurance to cover whatever. People are afraid of outliving their savings. Number three, job security. Anxiety of losing a job or not being able to find a stable source of employment. That's a big one, job security. And people are afraid of being replaced by computers, by AI, by modern technology. That's a big fear. Number four, emergency expenses. Worrying about unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repair, home maintenance, and not having enough in the savings to cover emergency expenses. We talked about that a few weeks ago, having money for a rainy day. Number five, cost of living. People are stressed out about the rising costs of essentials like housing, healthcare, and groceries, and whether their income will keep up. A lot of people worry about whether they're going to pay for food or medicine. That's huge. Number six, education costs. Concerns about affording higher education for themselves or their children, including tuition, books, and living expenses. Some of the tuition these days are astronomical. And if you haven't set aside money in a 529 plan or something, a lot of people are afraid and worried that scholarships may not be enough, their children may not have enough to go to school, to college or university. So that's a big one. Number seven, medical expenses. Fear of high medical bills, especially in the case of illness or lack of adequate health insurance coverage, is huge. So some people don't go to get checkups. Some people go to urgent care. Some people just try to do home remedies. And once they find out what's wrong, for some people it's too late because they were afraid of big medical bills. Number eight, their credit score. People are worried about maintaining a good credit score, which affects their ability to borrow money or to get loans. That's a major one. Number nine, inflation. Anxiety about how inflation affects purchasing power is critical. I mean, everything's going up. Groceries is going up. Today, for the first time, I noticed gas was down. So yay, gas is down today. But sometimes when it goes up, what do? You know, it's $4.50 or $5. If gas goes up to $5, what do? Stop driving? You catch local transportation? Number 10, investments. Fear of losing money in the stock market or other investments, especially during periods of economic uncertainty, is crucial. So those are 10 things 10 of the most common popular worries that people are facing today.
Wow. Wow. There's a few that I like. The food. I'm gonna tie food and inflations together. Even though the economy is supposed to be at a low and inflation supposed to be now, let's even tie this in with Vice President Harris. There is some truth to what she says about price gouging. So could some of this, the high food and inflation, be because you have some of these major grocery stores like a Walmart, like a Publix, and maybe Winn-Dixie, that are raising their prices, not because they're in a bad situation, because they just they just doing it.
But I just noticed, Jeff, this week, where Walmart lowered prices, Target said they're lowering prices after the DNC Vice President Kamala made some phone calls allegedly, and it's happening. I mean, that they're going in and lowering prices, and to be competitive, the big boxes, they're going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah. I guess because she's been threatened about going after them for a price guide. I was sharing with somebody last night and today that where I live, there's a mobile gas station. There's actually 2 mobile gas stations and a Chevron gas station in my area, but there's one that right now the regular right now at that station is $4.25.
Really?
And just 300 yards down the road is the other mobile station that the gas is at $3.15.
How's the $4.25 staying in business?
The same, and because once you come off of this road, it's the first gas
it's right
station.
there. Okay, location.
Right. Not only that, I don't know what's going on with them, but it's no way. But like I tell somebody, it's always cars up there filling up. I don't know if they fill up, but they're getting gas.
Right.
For something. Are you kidding? But they're doing it because I believe that's a private sector, that's a private owned gas station, and they're able to do that. But I know
I'm going to the 325 because I'm going to Gas Buddy to tell me who has the lowest gas.
Yeah, I'm going through 310. I'm going through the 315. I mean,
the lowest one.
Yeah, and those both, the Chevron and the Mobil, are like right across the street from each other. So they both are normally at the same price. If one is 315, the other one's going to be
the same. Right.
Put that one down on the other screen, and there's a Shell's all the way down, and they're normally like 325. They stay right in the range. But that gas station there, it's always now. COVID, their regular was at $5.
What?
Yes. It's ridiculous. So that brings me to the point that not only, I mean, you just got some people that's doing it.
But that's the concern. Those are the concerns, and they're real. They're valid concerns.
Right.
I mean, people are worried about what they're going to eat.
Right.
Versus if they can get medicine, they're worried about whether their children are going to be able to go to college or university. I mean, I talked to somebody a few months ago, and she said, tell me what scholarships your kids applied for. I need to know. I didn't save. I don't have a 529 plan. I don't know if I should send my kids to trade school. She's looking at all the options.
Right. And then you have this Project 2025 that's talking about cutting education.
So there's that.
So they always been trying to push for charter schools. That's big business also. Someone said, please talk about inflation versus corporate greed. That is happening.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
That's what we were just saying. Yeah. That you got those big businesses and those big places that just, inflation is not inflation, but people think because they go in. I had a guy say he's tired of paying $6 for a loaf of bread, but he's blaming President Biden, and it's not them because we're at a low, but it's these businesses that doing it,
right?
And someone need to target. I think now that she's went out openly and said she's coming at them. Yeah,
Walmart started it. They lowered their prices, and Target is following suit. I read in an article the other day. So I think all these that you're giving, like the food, the education, the medication, medical expenses,
the medical expensive. This is stuff that if I hate to keep talking about him, but if this guy get in office, it's all that's going to be affected.
And people don't realize that they aren't seeing the whole big picture. And I'm trying to get as many people to read the outline. You don't have to read the whole thing. The outline is available for Project 2025. It's scary.
Right. And I hate when people say that they feel more safe with the economy if he's in office. He messed up the economy, people. He inherited he inherited a great situation after President Obama, and he messed it up.
Yep. And people are going to have to keep complaining, and people are going to have to keep doing things, and people are going to have to keep voting to make changes happen. Otherwise,
right,
we're in trouble.
Capped. But if Trump get in the office, insulin won't be capped at $35. It won't happen. It won't happen. So that's why we got to vote. We got to make sure things are fact. So so this debt thing. What are some of your advice? What are your inputs for people to try and stay out of that situation? Because sometimes people put themselves in that debt mood.
I always say the main thing: live within your means. Just don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't try to showboat. I was telling somebody the other day, they were talking about athletes and how athletes have all these things, and they buy big houses, and they have all the fancy shoes. Guess what? A lot of the shoe companies give them the fancy shoes. So they're not paying $400 that your kids want to go pay $400 for those shoes. They're giving them to them. They're paying them, for wearing them. Because LeBron has LeBron's own, people are like, the kids want that. So it's not an expense to them. And car dealers will give them a car to drive around to make them look good. Live within your means. The Honda or whatever car that's a little bit less expensive will get you the same place that the other fancier car that you may not be able to afford. So that's one of the key things I teach.
Yeah, because you often talk about trying to keep up with the Joneses, and no, you're not in that capacity to do it.
And a lot of people, Jeff, don't have retirement savings. I mean, there's no retirement. They didn't work for the government. They didn't work for whoever. So there's no retirement. They're just going to work until they pass away. And that's a fear that people have, that, oh my gosh, I don't have a retirement. So I have to live with, within the means of whatever I have. I have to enjoy that and save and not expend too much. Because some people are living longer now.
Right. But if they don't know, they don't know.
Right. You don't know.
They don't know, because you have people that do know and have gotten through it and made themselves better and went through the process of it because someone told them. And that's something that sometimes us as African Americans, we don't have the tendency. We have the tendency of not sharing what was shared with us.
And that's a big thing in our community.
Right. I'm good. Y'all find out how to do it.
Yep.
And that kills the whole, it's not right. It's not right. We got to do better in that aspect. So that's why you guys that join, you got to stay locked into the South Florida Live podcast, because we share a lot of information here that is helpful, that is engaging, that's going to try and change people's lives and make people better. So make sure Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday be a part of South Florida Live podcast, especially Thursday. Hey, listen, you would pay a whole lot for these financial tips that you're getting today. So once again, thank you. Appreciate it. I made it. You
made it. Woo! Glad you made it. You coming in on broken pieces, but you made it. And I was tap dancing till you got here.
My mother wouldn't let me go any faster than I was going, so I couldn't do it. She kept telling me, "You need to pull over. You want to pull over and do this? You can pull over and do this." We almost home now.
But statistics say most accidents happen 5 miles within a 5 mile radius of your house.
Yeah.
So she was right.
She was
we
right.
We have to listen to our senior seasoned wisdom giving saints, because they know they've seen it.
Yeah, they have.
My mom's like, if you're gonna be on that phone, I can drive.
That's her. I was getting that. Now We can't pull over. We almost home. You can't pull over and do that. We almost home now.
Well, I appreciate that because I was thinking the same thing. And the roads are wet and slippery.
Yeah, I was like, no, Mom, I'm good. We good. Now you know, you can pull over. I said, no, I'm good.
We appreciate that, though.
Yeah, but thank you, Lisa, once again. Thank you for the information that you've shared with us. Thank you for your tips.
Yes, and the top 10 people, I'm going to check Facebook Live and YouTube. So I'm checking the times that you logged in.
Your top 10?
I see. I got them on. I think I screenshot everybody who did it. So I think I'm good. And I'll reach out to them and they'll get their prizes.
All right, everyone. Thank you for everyone joining us on this evening. Sorry for my delay and being late. But hey, my co-host, she held it down. Like, I mean, real serious. I'm like, whoa, okay. She's trying to take over my show.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. But I was going to start praying in a minute.
I appreciate it. Hey, listen. Oh, no, please don't. Don't do it. So everyone that's viewed, thank you guys for taking out your time to be a part of the South Florida Live podcast. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. Hope you experience peace and blessings on today and tomorrow. Have an even better day. Blessings upon you. Once again, thank you, Lisa. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all, this has been the South Florida Live podcast with my host, Lisa Roger Cherry. And as I always say, y'all listen, I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Let's watch God change things. God bless you.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.